Have you ever felt like your inner world was completely out of rhythm, as if something inside you was flowing in the wrong direction? This week's double portion, Tazria Metzora, speaks directly to that experience. At its conclusion, the Torah describes one of the most severe forms of ritual impurity, the zava, a woman who has a flow of blood for a few days outside of her normal cycle. This is not the ordinary state of nida. It is a deeper, more complicated form of tumah. And because of that, the Torah prescribes a much more involved path back to purity. After counting 7 clean days, she arrives at the 8th day, when she brings her offering to the Kohen at the Ohel Moed, the entrance of the tent of meeting. On the surface, these are laws of ritual purity, but on a deeper, allegorical level, our sages explain that the zava represents a spiritual condition as well. A normal cycle reflects the natural ebb and flow of a person's inner life, moments of contraction, moments of renewal. But when the flow continues beyond its proper boundaries, when it becomes irregular and uncontrolled, it hints to a spiritual imbalance, an exaggeration of self-focus, a kind of inner energy that spills out in the wrong direction. A healthy sense of self is necessary. But when self-concern becomes chronic, when ego becomes the dominant force, when the flow of attention is always toward me, my needs, my wants, my frustrations, then the soul becomes spiritually blocked. Just as the zava's condition requires a more intense purification process, so too does a person who has become trapped in excessive self-centeredness require deeper inner work to realign themselves. And yet the Torah does not leave her there. It gives her a path back. It tells her that even this severe form of tumah can be healed, that even this imbalance can be corrected, that even this spiritual condition has a way forward. The Torah insists that no matter how far a person has drifted, no matter how out of rhythm they may feel, they are never beyond return. This idea is beautifully reflected in the story recorded about the Baal Shem Tov. A man once came to the Baal Shem Tov in deep despair over his spiritual failures. I am broken, he said. How can I ever serve Hashem again? The Baal Shem Tov responded with words that have echoed throughout the generations. There is nothing more whole than a broken heart. In other words, the Baal Shem Tov was saying the very feeling of brokenness is not a barrier to return. It is the beginning of return. The moment a person becomes aware of their imbalance, the moment they feel the pain of being spiritually off, that itself is the moment they begin to heal. This is the message of the zava. Her impurity may be severe. Her imbalance may be deep, but the Torah insists that she can come back, she can rebuild, she can purify. She can start again. And the culmination of her process happens on the 8th day, the number that represents going beyond nature, beyond our limitations, beyond the old patterns that held us back. 7 is the cycle of the world as it is. 8 is the world as it could be. The Torah is teaching us that your healing does not have to come from the same place your struggle came from. You can rise to a new level entirely. You can create a new beginning that is not defined by your past. Every one of us has moments when our inner flow goes off course. Moments when we become too self-focused, too reactive, too overwhelmed. Moments when we feel spiritually out of rhythm. But Tazria Metzora reminds us that no one is too far gone. No imbalance is beyond repair. If the zava, whose impurity is among the most severe, can begin again, then surely we can all take one step toward Hashem and begin again as well. So this week, choose one area where your inner flow has been off, one place where you've been stuck or self-absorbed or out of balance, and take one small step, one moment of honesty, one moment of prayer, one moment of humility, because the Torah believes in your ability to return. Hashem believes in your ability to return. And the 8th day, the day of new beginnings, is waiting for you to step into it. I wish you a good Shabbos and a good Chodesh.